Assalamualaikum Humaira, this is Amara here.
जी अमारा।
हुमैरा बस जस्ट इन अ मिनट हसान साहब हमें ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, फिर हम स्टार्ट करते हैं।
ठीक है
जी ठीक, ओके।
हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। अमारा, अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर। अमारा, आर वी गुड नाउ? Assalamu alaikum everyone. We begin with the name of Allah, most merciful, and today's session we are very grateful for collaboration of KP Board of Investment, Tourism, Minara Chamber of Commerce, South Africa. We're also very glad and very grateful to the Directorate of Services, Tourist Services, Government of KPK, Project Director, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Integrated Tourism Enterprise Development Project KITE, Planning and Marketing, KP Culture and Tourism Authority, and Tourism Department of Province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the government of the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Now, in the beginning, I would request His Excellency Dr. Mazhar Javed Sahab for his opening remarks. Excellency.
Thank you, Omara. A very warm welcome to all the participants from South Africa and from Pakistan. And thanks to them for being with us on this, I would say, very important initiative that relates to one of the most important sectors and one sector where a lot of potential exists for mutually beneficial cooperation. And my particular thanks to Minara Chamber for their cooperation, not only cooperation, but also bringing up this idea of having this seminar. I must acknowledge the fact that it's they who brought up the idea, and we are grateful to them for the thought and their participation. Now, I would briefly explain what this webinar is intended to be. The mission has initiated a whole series of sector-specific business-to-business interactions between Pakistan and South Africa. And it includes all sectors, obviously the more important and more potential, the sectors with more potential like tourism, the do and they should get more attention, identify and catalyze the interactions between the stakeholders in Pakistan and the stakeholders in South Africa. And in this case, we are very happy to have from Pakistan the KP Board of Investment, Tourism, and all others who are kind of bridging the gap between the tourism industries and stakeholders in the two countries. So with that, I would leave, and let me also explain, share the experiences of the past about 10 or 12 webinars which we have already had on different sectors, that they were very useful in two different ways. One, in bringing the stakeholders face to face and developing a personal rapport between them, and also by the participation of the government or the public sector. It provides the necessary information about the procedures, potential technical requirements, relevant laws to the private sector of the other countries. So with that, I would request all the participants to share their views, thoughts, and I would definitely want to listen and benefit from the experiences and their views on the subject. I'm sure this would be a very big success. Tourism is a very important sector for both the countries. Thank you so much, Umaira, and thanks once again to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Now I will invite Mr. Hassan Dawood Butt. He is the Chief Executive Officer, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Board of Investment and Trade. He will give a presentation on tourism sector. I will appreciate the efforts of Dawood Sahab, the Hassan Dawood Butt Sahab. We were initially engaged in doing sectoral webinars on KPK, but I think this is the beginning of the series. So to Hassan Dawood Butt Sahab, please, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Umaira. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, let me thank High Commissioner Sahab, Mr. Mazhar Javed Sahab, yourself, Sir Umaira, yourself, and more importantly, Director from Menara Chamber and my colleagues from KP government. This is, I believe, one of the series of such webinars that we will do, and I hope when COVID restrictions are lifted, we will have similar meetings on face-to-face and on the onset on behalf of the government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Let me invite all my friends and colleagues from Menara Chamber, from South Africa, all those are involved in tourism sector and other sectors that are relevant to KP and beyond. Before I move into tourism sector, which I will leave for my colleague from the tourism department to speak, let me just generally speak about how KP looks at this interesting time for us and how we look at as an investment seeking authority and body. How do we look at this opportunity with South Africa? So, ladies and gentlemen, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, if some of you do not know, is the westerly province of Pakistan. It's just adjacent to Afghanistan, and it is one of the most beautiful province and naturally gifted province of Pakistan. We have natural endowment in mines and minerals. We have natural endowment in tourism, and similarly in other sectors. And now what we are doing is that we are now providing incentives and policies through which we are rejuvenating our industrial sector and also working on industrial development. Just recently, after I joined in 2019, we have got the industrial policy for Khyber Pakhtunkhwa approved, which offers a lot of incentives. We have also approved our investment strategy for next 5 years, which has been approved by the cabinet again, and which I'll also share with Umaira for sharing with the relevant stakeholder, including the Menara Chamber. And then recently we have also got our approval for our SEZ, Special Economic Zone related incentive package. But what we are really excited about, besides the mine and mineral sector, is the tourism sector. It is the priority sector for our province and also the priority sector for the government of Pakistan. Our Prime Minister has been highlighting this fact in his discussion with investors home and abroad. He's been highlighting this fact in his discussion amongst the leadership within Pakistan and outside. Because tourism is also, we find it as also as a mean of bringing socio-economic development. We find it as a mean of, in the least possible time, creating economic activity at both micro and level, where the household economy can also be improved by contribution of tourism in our GDP, provincial, and also at a district level. We have set up authorities, given them essential powers and resources to actually jumpstart the tourism sector. We are now working on preparing our case for Expo in Dubai, where tourism and archaeology is our main strength, and based on that, we are also setting up some investment related activities there in Dubai. But more importantly, tourism, archaeological, and cultural activities are our main area that we are working on. So what I would like to highlight is that tourism is one of the most organized, regular, and multi-dimensional business activity that we are trying to promote and project. We are trying to improve its contribution in the provincial GDP and also its role in the national economy. We have seen surge in tourism related activity. Naturally, as our middle class is growing, we see them spending money on tourism, and also the initiative of the government for creating rural-urban synergy and also creating urban development, peri-urban development, and linking it with regional connectivity is also actually helping us promote our tourism sector. Well, I can go on speaking on tourism for hours and hours, but I will restrict myself here and would like to show you a small presentation which will largely showcase Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as a potential area for investment. And trust me, if you are investing in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, it also is a stepping stone for your investment in Afghanistan. And also, we have a sizable size population which can also attract consumer-based investment. So, and you can check the value, the human value of our manpower. They're known to be most productive, most hardworking, and most efficient human resource available. So when you come and do joint ventures here in tourism sector, you would find tangible results and also find credible investors, which the Board of Investment in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa would help you find the kind of marriage that we would like, and in a most professional manner. So let me just place that presentation quickly, and then after Ms. Humaira's remarks, I would request my colleague from tourism. They are the experts, so you should never step on the shoes of an expert. So I will just speak on behalf of the government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and let the experts speak for themselves, and then at the concluding remark, perhaps I would add a little bit. So as I joined, I found Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and let me say this as the land of growing opportunity. It's not just a land of opportunity, it's a land of growing opportunity. We have young human resource, we have people who are willing to spend money as far as tourism sector is concerned, and this connectivity is really helpful. I am also happy to say that this is a land which is a great marriage of history and hospitality. And I have traveled to South Africa. I went there when I was younger, and I can relate a lot of things with South Africa, especially in terms of cuisine, especially in terms of enjoying life. And in that respect, I think this is one area, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which relates to you. Although In your case, I think the maritime tourism plays a major role, but here we also have the scenic area around water, rivers, lakes. Next, please. Humaira, can you see the slides?
Yes, sir, I can.
Yeah, brilliant. So this is a large size province. We are the westerly province, as I said, and the western corridor that has been developed under CPEC and the rural urban synergy that the government has done by connecting less developed areas in the western border with the mainstream urban center is actually providing a lot of strength and a lot of leverage for us to capitalize on the tourism sector. Next, please. So this is where we are. We are a stepping stone, as I said, to Afghanistan and Central Asia. So whatever you produce here, whatever sort of tourism you promote here, you can attract tourists from far and beyond, and they can come here. We have a lot of historic connectivity, and I remember in history books I have read about Landi Kotal as being the conduit of tourism, of industry. Traders from Central Asia used to travel and come here, enjoy the kahwa in Peshawar in the evening, have good cuisine, enjoy the meat, and I tell you, like South Africans, people in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa are very particular about their food and cuisine. What they cook and what they eat is very important, and that relates to the tourism and how it has been the historic hub of the Asian Silk Route. And also, we carry the torch of the sort of, so to say, the spirit behind the Silk Road of connectivity, of living in harmony. Next, please. But unfortunately, we have had times where we were tested because of security issues. But now I'm glad to state that we have, because of the effort of the government, the law enforcement, today we enjoy liberties of life as much as any urban area of Pakistan and any other area around the region. So as you can see, tourism is by far the most important sector of the government. Besides mines and minerals, the energy, the IT sector, the agriculture and livestock. So I would request the High Commissioner and also Ms. Humaira that we can have separate discussions and seminars and webinars around each of these sectors, and then we can have a collective one also. Next, please. Also, at the onset, I would invite my colleagues and friends from Minara Chamber to visit Pakistan, have a feel of your own, and we will take you to places where they're like just heaven on earth, and now we have a lot of contribution on agriculture, but mainly our gemstones and mining. We are naturally gifted, and a lot of it is exported. We export a lot of marble. We export a lot of gemstones and precious stones. Also in tobacco, we are doing a lot of export because tobacco is grown in some areas. We are now working on livestock and agriculture, trying to bring in modern joint ventures in modern farming, especially where, we can have foot and mouth free zones. And here again, I think we can do a lot of work together with South Africans. But again, tourism, which is highest on our priority, we lie on the Buddhist trail, and Peshawar, northern area, Chitral, Swat, Dir, Kagan, all these areas. And for you just not to remember, but just for your information, and you can Google them. They're like heaven on earth. And I'm personally speaking, I'm in love with all these areas. So you come see and decide for yourself. Next, please, quickly. So there are certain investment that we are seeking. We're looking at joint, and these are public sector, public-private partnership. We're looking at developing our hill resort at Bahrain, which is at District Sawat. This is one of the mostly visited tourist spot. A lot of visitors visit them each year, both for winter tourism and also for summer tourism. Similarly, we're looking at investment in developing our archaeological site. This is close to Mardan, which is about an hour's drive from Peshawar, from where I'm speaking. And this here there's a museum there, there's an archaeological site. What we are looking at is developing areas, recreation park, climbing areas, parking, and etc. services around this area. Next, please. I'll share this with Ms. Humaira, but just let me do the advocacy so that it creates the kind of attention. We are looking at around the River Indus. We're looking at water theme park. This is beautiful. It's quite close to Islamabad, so just in between. Humaira, are you from KP?
Yes, sir. My village is near to Malakand, sir.
So be our ambassador, okay? If I make some mistake in not speaking as much as the place deserves, you can later tell them how beautiful it is. Next, please. And now we are working on, and my colleague would speak on the integrated tourism zones. These are like special economic zone. We are working on this novel idea of having integrated tourism zones, developing the kind of services around it, making an economic activity. And there's a huge potential and a lot of good, I can't speak on IRR or NPV at this page, but I'm sure this would be beyond 13 or 15%. Again, we have these destination management with the areas where we're looking at management by side. We're looking at skiing and other areas where we can do joint ventures. We can find you local partners besides the government supporting you, and you can come and bring your ideas and also investment, and we will be very happy to provide you all kind of support and security, both in terms of financial security and physical security. We're looking at Comrade cable car. This is the largest cable car, and this is a lot of excitement around this project. Feasibility is being completed. We should have this, but generally as a concept, this is going to be the largest cable car in Pakistan. So we need joint ventures or investment in public-private partnership. Just quickly, again, we have this Ispiniara, Kuntu Park. I can't see this one. Kuntu Park. This Kuntu Park, again, of water, close to water reservoir. So we like water sports and other activities to be here. Next. So this is all I have to say. At the end, I would just say, the investors from South Africa can actually benefit from first user advantage. Come here, invest, because though we have a lot of investment, but I'm looking at possibilities where we can work with you in 4, 5-star resorts and hotels. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you, is a great business opportunity. Humaira, can I change the schedule of today's discussion and let my colleague from the tourism department speak before you? Although
yes, sir, please. Gigi, sir.
So I would request my colleague, Mr. Hayat Ali Shah, who's GM, the Culture Tourism Authority in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. This is the most strengthened, most prioritized authorities, and sometimes I get jealous of their resources. So you can imagine the kind of interest and support the government is providing. So I would request Hayat Bhai, please, it's your turn now.
As explained by you, sir, thank you very much. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is a very welcoming place for all the tourists. It's a people-friendly place, and we are in the process of developing home-based tourism, resort-based tourism, cable cars and chairlifts, we have all these things on agenda. So our other colleague is from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Integrated Tourism Enterprising Project. He will explain the projects to you, and then we can talk more about tourism. I would like to request the representative of KITE to come up with his presentation to the.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Mr. Hayat Ali Shah is inviting Mr. Tosif Khalid from KITE for his presentation, please.
Mr. Hashmat is representing Mr. Tosif Khalid. So,
Hashmat sir, please, but I would also urge my friends from the chamber that if you have any question in between the presentation, you may ask. Don't wait for the last. Sometimes you forget the important questions. You can ask in between, and we'll be happy to reply immediately.
Thank you. It's noted. We will ask as we go along. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Hashmat Ali, representing Mr. Tosif Khalid, Project Director, KITE. Basically, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Integrated Tourism Project is a $70 million initiative with the financing of International Development Association World Bank. Integrated tourism zones, destination investment management plans, Kumrat Cable Car, and Takhbai Museum and Heritage Sites Conservation Preservation is our main domain we are working with. First of all, integrated tourism zones, we have hired the consultant for feasibility and master planning of 4 sites in KP. That is Mankial in Swat, Ganul in Mansehra, Madaklash in Chatral. The consultant has submitted their 2 deliverables. Now we are waiting for review of World Bank of their 3rd deliverable, that is master plan and feasibility plan. So they have submitted their feasibility and master plan, that is under review at World Bank. Once the World Bank review is completed and corrections, if suggested by World Bank, or any other recommendation if suggested by World Bank, are incorporated, so we will hand over that feasibility and master planning to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Culture and Tourism Authority for onward implementation of the program. The second thing is a destination investment management plan. We are conducting a destination investment management plan in Kalam, Kumrat and Chitral. The basic layout of the program is that to find out shortcoming in the present infrastructure and other management structure of the Kumrat, Kalam and Chatral area, where resources are lacking or something like that, suggestions which will be which will be found by the consultant. So their proposal, they have submitted they have collected the baseline data, data analysis has been carried out, and submission of management and investment plan is in process, that is due within a week or 2. So when these investment plans and management plans will be submitted, the same again will be shared with the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Culture and Tourism Authority for showcasing them as a investment portfolio. The third thing is Kumrat Cable Car. Kumrat Cable Car is around 14 kilometers of length, and we are planning to the basic feasibility study has been carried out. Detailed feasibility is in progress, and we are trying to not just build a 14-kilometer length of cable car, so one can take cable from one side to another side, but we are trying to have a lot of destinations so that we can increase the stay of the tourist in the area. Basically, if we are succeeded in staying in enforcing the tourist to stay in the tourist area, this will increase their spending in the area, and that will be a major revenue boost up for the locals. So this will be the livelihood of the local area people. That the fourth thing is heritage management side. We are working on 6 to 7 heritage sites where we are trying to conserve and preserve the heritage of Buddha. So that is Sapula Stupa, Stupa in our tribal district, newly merged area. That is Jamrud Fort, Balaisar Fort. We are trying to get hold of the forts, and if we succeeded in getting hold of the forts, so it will be a great heritage sites for us to showcase that and so that number of tourists are increased. Finally, we have also established a tourist facilitation hub, and that is working since last 2020, September 2020. So far, we have facilitated around 13,000 tourists who have called the tourist center inquiring different information like road clearance, weather updates, even the hotel occupancy we issue on weekly basis, there, which is for the entire KP tourist destination. So these are some major initiative we are working on that, and as soon as the investment plans and management plans are received, so there will be a lot of investment opportunities for public and private sector. And the last, not the last, we are working on ecotourism strategy. That will be a 5-year plan of ecotourism strategy, which will be adopted by and notified by the KP government through our major authority, that is the Culture and Tourism Authority. So we are working also on that eco side of the tourism, not only on developing infrastructure of tourism or road connectivity, but we are also working on the environment side. We have also launched a program that is known as Tourism Responsibly in Jang Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which is abbreviation is TREK, T-R-E-K. And we are providing solid waste machinery under the program to the different authorities established under tourism department. We are also capacity building. We are also carrying out capacity building of the locals, how to manage the solid waste. And similarly, we are also working on landfill sites that will be established in Galiyat, Naran, and Chatral to enable the people to get rid of that solid waste management. Because solid waste management is a big issue in tourist areas. Whenever many of us, when we visit the tourist areas, we found as ill-planned solid waste management. So we are working on this, and inshallah, with the blessing of Allah, we will be succeeded, and further improvements, if any remained unsolved on our part, hopefully our partner Culture and Tourism Authority will look into that and guide us to the most soluble solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Hashmat Ali Saab. Before we invite Culture and Tourism Authority representative for their presentation, I would request Zain Mehta Saab, Director, Minara Chamber of Commerce, today's our collaborating party. Zain Mehta Saab, for your comment, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Ms. Sumaira. Thank you to you all for hosting this session. It was really valuable input, especially for me coming from the travel and tourism industry here in South Africa. It is really important that we get to know what tourism opportunities there are in Pakistan. Just to give you an idea, I've been to Pakistan twice, maybe 3 times already. I've been to mainly just the main cities. So I've been to Karachi, I've been to Islamabad, I've been to Lahore, and then I went to Hazrat Sultan Bahu's Mazar in Jung, and then from there I went to Dera Ismail Khan. But other than that, the tourism sites that I've seen videos of beautiful rivers and dams and the mountain areas. And I was like, whoa, why have I not been to these places? And I've been to Pakistan 2 or 3 times already.
So next time when you'll come, we charge you because you've not been here. We'll put a penalty on this.
Yes. No, but inshallah, I plan to come through sometime, inshallah. Hopefully within the next year or so. But that's from my side. From Minara side, I think I'd like to say thank you once again for hosting this. We look forward to the bilateral trade and tourism with Pakistan. We've been working closely with the High Commission, and I think we hope visas will open for South Africans soon. All of this information that you provided today is really fascinating. It's things that we didn't know existed in Pakistan, actually, to be honest. So I think just getting this sort of information out to potential investors and things like that, we'd like to help with that if we can. I will chat to Ms. Humaira and get the further information, inshallah, to present to our members. Thank you once again. From my side, Ms. Humaira, that's it from me.
Okay. Zain Saab, as an icing on the cake, let me play a video for you and then we will have further discussion. How about that, Humaira? Does the time permits?
Yes, sir, please.
Sawab. आवाज
Are you guys seeing it? Is the video visual to you? Is the video visual to you, Humaira? Okay.
शुरू से प्ले कर
Yes, we just see the icons. Need to play it.
Yeah. I'll let me just.
दोबारा करिए
अब हो रही शुरू से चला
You're mute, sir. You're mute, sir. Kindly unmute yourself.
Mr. Zain, I'm stopping the video here so that you should come yourself and see. Otherwise, you'll keep watching the video and say that I've seen enough. So I want you to come here, spend money, enjoy our hospitality, enjoy the food here and some of the beautiful sights, and then be our ambassadors back home and bring investment to our part of the world. Because with your support and with your help, I think we can really jumpstart the tourism sector and some of the other sectors. And you know, the mining and the gemstone sector is really fascinating here. What we lack is the latest technology. And even in tourism, we just somehow lack the latest novelty in ideas sometimes. But now our tourism authority is really being geared to bring in, we are bringing the kind of human resource which has international exposure to tourism. We're trying to bring in leadership which is willing to support both at the political front and also at the administrative. So a lot is happening in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. I am glad of this process when it is happening, really showcasing it in a way that I should.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Zahoor Saab,
definitely.
Yeah, there's a question from Zahoor Saab. Yes, there are. You know, these areas, the Deer area, the Dia Khan area, which meant, you know, just for example, Dia Khan is being connected rightly to the start point of Islamabad through a 4-lane motorway, fast-speed motorway. So this will reduce the time of international travel for you. So you can get western area and also northern area, which is already, we have the Sawat Expressway, we are connecting Deer motorway. Deer Peshawar is now one of the projects the government is working on. So yes, come, because right now as we speak, prices of land in these areas are much less. The road connectivity as exposure becomes more. I think the cost of land would be, and then perhaps investment would become a challenge. But right now, this is a very, very good time for you to come and invest, good time for you to come and actually be part of this exciting process. We are excited here. So come and join the excitement and make money also.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mitha and Hassan Dawood Bhatt Sahab for that wonderful video. Let me state with full authority that the video.
मेरा आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Oh, okay. Am I audible now, sir? क्या आवाज अब आ रही है? Hello? Hello, sir. क्या आवाज अब आ रही है? Thank you. Now I will invite Mr. Hayat Ali Shah, General Manager Planning and Marketing, KP Culture and Tourism Authority. But before that, I would say in Pukhto, the language of the province of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we say Pakhair Agli, which is welcome. So as rightly stated by the CEO Sahab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa welcomes everyone and it is open to everyone. So whoever is visiting Pakistan and not going to KP, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, is I think seeing half of Pakistan and leaving much more behind and not doing justice to the money that the person is spending. So now with this, I request Hayat Ali Shah Sahab for his presentation, please.
And Zain Sahab, I'm drinking kava intentionally to intrigue you more.
We will be playing a video on Khyber Pakhtunkhwa for you. It's a 2.5 minutes and you will enjoy it. You will know all about Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Ji Hayat Sahab. I hope your team is working on it. सर आपकी वीडियो ऑडिबल नहीं है, वो उसका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
जी साहब, इसकी आवाज जरा आपने म्यूट किया हुआ, probably इसकी वजह से आवाज नहीं आ रही. So could you unmute yourself and then perhaps we'll be able to not just see but hear also.
Hayat Ali Shah Sahab, I would request for your presentation if there is any. ये वीडियो थोड़ी pauses के साथ आ रही है और इसके साथ आवाज भी नहीं है सर. Kindly अगर आप ये हमारे साथ बाद में शेयर कर दें, we will share it on all social media platforms. हम मिनारा चैम्बर के साथ कर देंगे, हमसे रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि
बिल्कुल ठीक है, we'll share it with you. It's a fantastic 2 minutes video. I really love this one, but I did not play it intentionally क्योंकि फिर आप लोग आएंगे नहीं. So, but this is brilliant video, and we'll share it with we'll share all the substance we have and material, so you can bring in, attract investment, be our support. So ठीक है, इसको video खत्म करो.
The video is very beautiful, but I cannot see my Sikh Pakhtun brothers in the video. I hope I did not miss them, but there is a sizable community of our Pakhtun Sikh brothers, and we are proud of them. We are proud of having them there.
So when you come here, we will help you make another video of them, and then we will do the needful. But yes, we are a very culturally diverse area. We have very historic ancient civilization here. Even the Pakhtuns have a long history, but in our northern area, in areas like Chitral, we have civilizations which dates back to older times and pre-civilization time, I would say. So this is interesting. We would like you to spread our word around, and then not just in tourism but gems and jewelries, especially to female entrepreneurs there, because perhaps that might attract them. We export a lot of it to Thailand, and from there it is rebranded and exported. So I think if we can find some investors, female, male, who could come and in these precious stone, because these precious stones luckily are also in areas which are extremely beautiful and scenic. So while you dig deep for gems and jewelry, you can dig deeper and enjoy the hospitality and the scenery.
साजिद बादशाह साहब फैकल्टी मेंबर थे टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट की, क्वेश्चन करना चाहेंगे, प्लीज आस्क मी.
Okay, Umaira, any question that we should answer?
जी sir, I would like to confirm one thing from Hayat Ali Shah साहब. Hayat Ali Shah साहब, आपकी कोई presentation है?
ऑफर है कि बताइए कि दूसरे लोगों से शेयर करेंगे जो जिसको देना चाहे, ताकि वो बाद में देखना चाहे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे टाइम आप चलेगी वो बाद में सारे साथी देख सकते हैं. तफसील से सिख वगैरह सब कवर किया गया है.
ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, but please we open our question answer session. So there is a question, Hassan Daud Saab, there is a question from Sajid Badshah, faculty member in Department of Tourism and Hospitality at WKUM. जी Sajid Badshah साहब, आपका सवाल क्या है?
Thank you so much, Umaira.
Yeah, before you ask the question, just first introduce the university. What are your roles there in the university?
Thank you so much, Umaira, for hosting this seminar. Whatever. I'm thankful to all of you for giving me the opportunity of question. I appreciate the the initiative and steps taken by the tourism ministry, especially Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, for the promotion and revival of tourism industry. I have a question. I have only one question. That is, there is a huge gap between academia and administration. You are working very good on community, on promotion of tourism, but you are not working on education, because we have 4 or 5 departments in KP. They are they are providing different trainings, skills to the youth, and they are offering DS, master, etc. degrees. But most of the human resource in our ministries or in tourism department, they are basically not relevant to the field. I mean, their degrees or whatsoever. So if you want to promote those human resource, for example, many of the students, many 100 of students, they have they have done master in tourism and hospitality, but further they have no studies in Pakistan, higher studies. So could you please tell us about the future planning regarding academia and for higher education or higher studies, because we have culture department, archaeology department.
Okay, I understood your question. I understand.
So
Yeah, okay,
they are
fine.
promoting. Sorry, give me a minute. They are promoting their human resource by giving them opportunities for PhD, MPhil, etc. So this was my question. If you kindly answer me. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? I will answer all at one time. Ji, Humaira, any other question?
Faisal Ayub Sahab, we have Faisal Ayub Sahab. And if I'm not wrong, Faisal Ayub Sahab is the president of World Mammon Organization, Africa chapter. He's asking, what about arranging 2-year multiple visas to Pakistan? Well, I think we do currently issue 2-year multiple visas. Well, it is not around 5, but I think it is 2. So
Yeah, we provide any visa. We provide any visa as long as you are vaccinated. So once you're vaccinated, I think our High Commission is very forthcoming. They would support you in terms of, and if you're coming as investor, I promise you from airport to airport, we'll provide you with respect to any support. Okay, now coming to the earlier question, I do not want to diverge from that question. Otherwise, the academia would think it in a different notion. First of all, you are asking this question from a very wrong person, because I am from academia myself, and my PhD was on cultural fusion, the comparison between Confucius philosophies and modern management. So if you say that the government officials are not aware of culture and tourism, they are quite aware. And also now what we've doing is that in all our projects, and this is more recently that we've done, in all our projects, we are trying to introduce the internship as part of PC1, which is the principal document. And also in my organization, I have established a business. I'm working on the triple helix model of business, academia, and government linkages. And now we're even going to the quadruple helix model of involving the civil society. So that actually helps us, improve our policy formulation and articulation. For example, in our recent industrial policy and the commerce and trade strategy that I worked on, I involved Peshawar University, I involved IM Sciences, and I also involved the Agriculture University and also the Women University from Sawabi. So this interaction, I think there's a growing realization between the government officials, the new breed of government official, which Humaira also represents, that we require linkages from the academia, and we're trying to do that building blocks and create that kind of incremental approach where we can have that. As far as just an advice, because I'm an academician, as I said, I teach in at least 5 universities, and I'm board member of at least 7 universities. So I'm just trying to highlight that I think the academia, not just here but across the globe, need to actually improve their outreach in terms of approaching the government, meeting them, creating seminars, discussion, creating that awareness, improving the capacity of their human resource, building their communication skills. I sit in almost weekly basis on interviews of younger lot, and I think there's a lot to be done, especially in tourism sector, on the communication skills and policy articulation. For beyond that, you can come. You're most welcome to visit my office because you're based here. We can have this discussion further. But I would like more from South Africa, questions flowing from there. Humaira, can't hear you.
I'm sorry. We have a question from Mr. Salim Shakur Sahab. He is representing Pakistan South Africa Trade Forum. Ji Salim Shakur Sahab.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you,
Salim
everyone?
Sahab.
Alhamdulillah, very well, man. Tourism sector is very important for mutual Pakistan and South Africa. Our federation works towards promote trade and tourism. You know, we work quite closely with Humaira, also Trade Commission of Pakistan. Very important, simple question. When it comes to year-end holidays in South Africa, in fact, around the world, you know, each country, they promote their country, they promote the tourism into the country where they offer packages, including airline tickets, your hotel accommodation, complete package they offer, right? Now, so far, before COVID, we have seen your Turkey and India, they're offering good deals so far, you know. So, but we haven't heard from Pakistan. Obviously, we had our own issues, but I feel it will be very interesting to offer some good packages to tour Pakistan, you know, from Africa actually, you know. So your Pakistan airline or any other airline, Qatar airline or any other line must come in at a very competitive prices so you can attract your tourism tourists actually into Pakistan. So this
Brilliant.
is lacking, I think.
I think this is a brilliant
This needs to be
advice.
work on that. I
Yeah,
think.
well, let me just highlight few of the facts. Although I'll speak on behalf of the tourism department, because I'll speak on how we look at investment flow here, and then tourism is part of that. Initially we had worked on and crafted few policies and few incentive packages for tourists to come here, and also some airlines were working closely with us. But then COVID came, and unfortunately, this was unprecedented, and this pandemic actually impacted the tourism sector. But having said that, as an investor, I would just like to highlight, as an investor, I'm not saying as a tourist now, but as an investor, what good has happened in Pakistan is that now that we have had, like in China in the early 80s and 90s, since I was there in the embassy for 5 years, in Vietnam also, so studied tourism quite closely when I was there in embassy in 2009 in Vietnam, Hanoi. So I realized that, and then I put a policy paper around tourism when I was in the federal government, working on tourism corridor for AJK and also for GB, not KP. Then I was working for federal government. I couldn't agree more with you that we need to provide more offers, package, favorable, better than our competitors. We had worked for a similar one for Malaysia, and we can, I think, work for a good one for South Africa. Agar aapke zehn mein, if you have a proposal, just share it with Humaira, and she'll share with me, and then I will do the advocacy here within Pakistan, both in terms of tourists and tourism. And all, we'll be happy to link you with some of our major tourist bodies, and also tourism related private sector investors. We would love to do that. If you have any proposal, just send it to us, and I promise you we'll get back to you with very good answer. All I can say at this point, but because I'm happy to say this now, because our overall COVID restrictions are being lifted, our overall positivity rate is going drastically down. So overall, I think, and we see. Secondly, while we were working on the international tourism, we also realized that our domestic tourism is growing and flowing. So that helped us in terms of investing in the tourism sector. So that made good numbers for investors, local and foreign. And in terms of, I've seen a lot of my young colleagues, friends from KP and also from Punjab, and where they have money, they have put in these wooden pots around KP area in far and distant area. This is actually attracting a lot of girls, young girls and boys taking time out and going into tourism. But I would love to work with you on this. I am not so clear about the numbers, because everything works around numbers. So if the number is good, I will be very happy to work with you on this. I promise you.
Okay. So one more thing I just want to discuss very briefly. You see, the tour operators in Pakistan, they know exactly how much is air ticket, how much is different hotels, how many days you need. If they can prepare some packages, 5 days, 7 days, to in conjunction with the Pakistan International Airlines, since Pakistan International Line also coming up now, so it's just another challenge where we need to introduce PIA also in Africa. So it will bring a very big impact on tourism.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
So as I said,
once you have the packages, or once you have some sort of information, I have discussed with Humaira. In fact, Humaira, myself, and tourism department of South Africa had a meeting on the same issues to promote tourism between the two countries. So this is very important for us to create some sort of packages. And here in South Africa, I can arrange some meetings with different local tour operators to see how we can promote Pakistan tourism with this local tourism, another tourism that companies that do tourism. We can merge them and see how we can two-way transaction we can do.
Yeah, sure.
I
think the religious tourism, especially
Yes.
with respect to the Buddhist trail, I think there's a lot of scope for that. And I would love to work with you. If you could just share some numbers with me, how much would be the traffic during good times, both in summer and winter? I have connections with the chairman of PIE, and I'll speak to him personally on this.
Okay, that will be interesting. And as you said, that you'll give us a better deal in terms of numbers.
I promise you that.
Competitors, but
you give
even
us,
you don't,
you give
even
us
you don't
better.
give better deals. Even you don't give better deals. If you can match the deals, we're still doing very well.
You send me your proposal in terms of what are your expectations, and we'll try to meet them in terms of how much do you think should be the package, what that package should offer, what do you get from India and our competitors. I will personally look at that and respond to you in the least possible time.
Okay, that will be fantastic. Umaira, we'll look at that options, different options. What are they offering and what we can expect from Pakistan? We create some numbers and we'll share with them, inshallah.
Humaira is a local girl. This is the least she can do for KP.
Well, I am proud to be from KP, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much again.
Thank you, Salim Shakur Sahab.
Sure.
And Daud Sahab. There is one more question. There is a question from Yumna Kharudia. She said that she had some passengers who wanted to travel to Pakistan and were vaccinated with Johnson & Johnson but could not enter Pakistan because this vaccine is, I guess, not acceptable. Yumna Kharudia, I think the KPBOI team may not be able to answer this. I'll get back to you on this. Kindly drop your email in the chat box, and I will confirm this information and get back to you whether it is an airline requirement or whether it is a requirement or something by Pakistan Civil Aviation Authority. Now,
on this, KPBOIT can only say best of luck.
Ji, sir. Thank you, sir. Are there any other question, or should we be winding up the session?
Anything from tourism, sir?
I think we do not have. I think they are done. Daud Sahab, as you proposed in your presentation.
All that were asked. And we are happy that if the numbers are good, you can associate them with the tourism local association and working under the Directorate of Tourism Services. And Directorate of Archaeology and Museum should be on board when it is Buddhist tourism related to Buddha. So, and we have Parkhurst Institute of Hotel Training and Management. So a lot of organizations, I think you are the best coordinating person. Also, when they indicate the numbers to you, you can share it with us. We can share it with the Directorate of Tourism Services, and we can always have packages. And we do still have packages on our website, kptourism.com. Maybe approach for that and live videos and every detail about archaeological, cultural, and historical sites of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, including the touristic and natural sites. What do you do? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, as I said, there's a lot of hope and opportunity. Just send us your requirement and expectation, and we will meet them. I promise you. As long as in my watch, you will see this happen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hassan Daud Sahab. Now, I think there are no more questions. Yumna was also, I think, runs a travel agency. She also expressed and stated that Pakistan has potential for tourism indeed. And I think she also has a team. From my own experience, as Salim Shakur Sahab said, the Pakistan origin community, who already have links with Pakistan, B, South Asian community, Muslims. They want to visit Pakistan and they want to see what Pakistan has to offer. So often when they come
Salim Saab, you gather people, you gather a good number, I will provide you all the facilities. Don't worry.
We have been
This is-
working
this is
with
the least.
for tourism.
This is the least we can manage. Trust me.
Inshallah, inshallah. We'll work on it, definitely.
And also on the Hamna's, I would just respond, if there is a sector which is dearest to our Prime Minister is the tourism sector. He is keen about promoting tourism. So if the Prime Minister of a country is keen about something, the interest level and the advocacy flows downward. So it's like a top-down approach we follow. Down, up, similarly, based on its economic impact, we look at the top-down and bottom-up both. And so as far as promotion is concerned, other countries are promoting in Expo various other aspects and facets. We are only promoting tourism and archaeology as our main theme, and around that the billion tree tsunami, because we're working on climate change, and the least part is for other investment areas like energy and sustainable projects. So this is the kind of priority we're giving. Just visit our website of KP Board of Investment and you'll be glued to it. We are improving our ways of doing business in both in public sector. We are interfacing with our private sector. We are working on ease of doing business here. Now we're going digital. You come here, you invest here, and everything would happen digitally. You don't have to move around right, left, and center in offices. And one stop is all the BOIs, provincial BOIs, the federal BOI, and the tourism department. Even if the Prime Minister comes to know that Mr. Salim has come up with the proposal and we have not responded, even the Prime Minister office reacts. So I think tourism-wise, we are passing with a very, very good phase of our history. And inshallah, by your support, by all the communities that you've mentioned, Pakistanis are supposed to come here because their families are here. But I'm more keen on investing those who are not from Pakistan, all those who are connected somehow to the Buddha Trail and also the adventure tourism. There's no better place for adventure tourism than Pakistan. Trust me. So
Thank you, sir.
This is all I can say.
Comments from South Africa. Faisal Suleiman commented that he traveled Pakistan and he thoroughly enjoyed his visit and he is looking forward to packages being offered. If there are no more questions, I would request Hassan Dawood Sahab for his closing remarks so that we can wind up this session.
My 2 minutes closing remarks would be: come invest in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. We will provide you all sort of hand-holding. We will create that enabling environment. We will address all the challenges that comes in between your coming here and then investing. I also promise you on behalf of the government that we will provide you the VIP arrangements and facilities. We will like to meet your expectation, but we need to know your expectations also. And then as far as we will also like to do some joint research with you on tourism, sir. And if Mera, you can find some academic institute like our colleague from a local university said, if you could find some areas where we can do joint research, we will happy to sponsor that and also work on that.
Okay.
So brilliant days are coming, but if you wait, then you may miss the opportunities. So South Africa, as I said, I've been to South Africa. Most of our Asian mariners used to go from Horn of Africa and move towards Atlantic. So you can imagine the kind of interest I've read about this area and how the maritime mercantile moves from this. So this now is an important joining point. We would like to connect the blogs, and Humaira, I would like you to be very supportive. Just share with us any comments, queries, questions, any requests that comes to you. Even if in case of federal government, I'll be very happy and willing to support. Sure.
We will, as you pointed out in your slides, for collaboration and webinars on the sectors that you pointed out, we would love to do that with you. The Trade Commission or High Commission of Pakistan South Africa is with you, sir, and definitely we will stay in touch with you. Thank you so much.
This Mr. Bilal Jansa wants to ask, he's raised his yellow hand. Amber color hand. If he wants to ask.
Bilal Jan Sahab, ji.
ऐसा ना हो ना कि ऐसा ना हो Humera कि he wants to invest $1 billion and we miss this opportunity. So let's listen to him.
जी, Bilal Jan Sahab, please अपना सवाल पूछिए. वालेकुम सलाम. जी Bilal Jan Sahab.
You are, I mean, it's difficult to hear. Could you be a little louder, please?
नहीं, हम आपको नहीं सुन सकते. आपके फोन की जो आवाज है वो सही नहीं है. You are not clear, sir.
Hello.
जी.
Yeah. Better.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yeah.
जी, बिलाल जान साहब, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप अपना सवाल अगर चैट बॉक्स में लिख लें तो वो हमारे लिए बहुत आसान होगा.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
आपकी आवाज.
फरमाइए.
सवाल पूछिए, आप अपना सवाल पूछिए. सर मेरे ख्याल से बिलाल जान साहब के साइट पर कनेक्शन.
जी. लीगल फर्टर्निटी से लगता है इंटरनेट भी डरता है.
जी सर.
Anyway, thank you so much, all of you. Bilal sahab, if you have any questions, just send it to us through email or send it to Humera, and I'm sure she'll forward it to us. It's been brilliant talking to you all. It's wonderful. I hope you are all enjoying the summers of the African summers, and we look forward to have you on board here, working with you closely, supporting you in terms of tourism packages and all. But just send us that and we'll be very happy and very forthcoming to answer. Thank you so much.
बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Brilliant.